Everyone, this is Kat of Catalyst Holistic Life Coaching, and I'm here today, July 2nd, to do your reading for the new moon in Cancer. And it is also a new moon eclipse. And with the new moon in Cancer, we're focusing on fourth house energy, feeling your home and your loved ones, knowing you and your loved ones are safe. I am using the Moonology deck by Yasmin Boland. And then at the end of the reading, I will also be drawing a card from Colette Baron-Reid's Goddess deck. Since we are doing moon energy stuff, goddess, feminine, I think really kind of taps into that energy as well. So yeah, focusing on the Cancerian sign, whatever placement this is in your house. Usually this has to do with your connections, with feeling secure, feeling at home. It's the first cardinal water sign on the wheel. And so even though they're very emotional and watery, they're also very action oriented. And since this is also a new moon eclipse, this evokes powerful changes. So it really amplifies whatever energy is coming forth, since we're about to be moving into an eclipse season having to do with Cancer and the opposing sign Capricorn. We'll be having a partial eclipse in the middle of the month, and as we move through more eclipses, there will also be another one in December, which will be a full viewable one in South America. So this is really calling towards, we're moving into a new cycle, and it's really calling us to focus on this change that's about to happen, because this one is going to be really potent for the year and kind of what we've been building up to. But we're also moving into a lot of retrograde energy. We've already had a few planets in retrograde, but this weekend Mercury is going to be moving retrograde in Leo, and Mercury retrograde is always that time where you're wanting to make progress and it's just a lot harder. Not saying that you can't, but it's more of a time to evaluate and take the steps to make progressions towards your end goal. When you come out of that cycle, it's time to really look at the foundation and say, where does this need a little touch up before I really fully leap into this? And that, especially with Cancerian energy, feeling secure and safe before being comfortable coming out of the shell. So with this reading, it's the new moon spread in this deck, and there's 3 cards. So the first card with the new moon is what is rising up in me. So we have the first quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. So with this also being Cancerian energy, having to do with family and also self-love, this is really testing how committed you are to this kind of love, especially if this is more to do with personal self-work and self-care, really testing how committed you actually are and changing these new behaviors to really actually be able to move forward and have more healthy patterns to create a different life for yourself. So maybe what this new moon will start to bring up for some of you is really challenging, like maybe you're facing some oppositions or some challenges with people or your environment that are really testing you and saying, is this the way you really want to go? And new moons are a good time to set new intentions and really sit with yourself and kind of meditate on the changes that you want to see over the next few weeks. So we're feeling the test, and especially with Mercury going retrograde, which will probably be pretty close to the first quarter moon. That'll really be, I think, what's going to be testing us. Mercury is going to potentially move back into Cancer. I'm not sure what degree it's at. So it'll really be, testing all of these things and seeing if we're really set in our ways of wanting to make these changes. So, and then the second card we come to is, what is the main message of this new moon? So we have the new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. So again, with the commitment being tested, this isn't a time to just sit idly by and kind of hide up in your shell and not allow these new things to come in for you. Even though we will be moving into the Mercury retrograde, there's still action steps that you can take and goals that you can be working towards. So this isn't a time to just kind of like lie down and let things happen to you. You are the co-creator of your life. You are being given this new chance, this new power to make a change in your life. So really actually taking that by the hand, and I actually said that in my weekly guidance video, which you can check for the week, but there was a goddess Ishtar that was really talking about stepping into your power and communing with yourself and co-creating your life. So really focusing on that for this new moon energy of what can I do to start making this progress. And then we have, for the final card, is the final outcome, new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. So if you really focus on this and take the action steps that you need, whether it's writing out lists, getting rid of things that are blocking your way, taking the time through the retrograde energy to actually dig through the past and release it so that you can move forward into the new. The Capricorn new moon is saying that being diligent and putting in the hard work and the effort is what's really going to pay off. And this is the sign that is opposing Cancer. We won't have the new moon in Capricorn until December, but we will have a full moon in Capricorn this month. And so maybe that will also be a time to reflect on how far you've come and give yourself the credit that you deserve, and really actually take that time during the full moon to release and let go of any negative self-talk and self-defeating beliefs about yourself. So yeah, great. And then we will draw a goddess guide for you for the month. These cards are kind of new, so they're hard to shuffle. So she's appearing again. We just had this goddess, and I use the goddess deck for my weekly guidance reading. But again, we have Persephone, the goddess of inexperience, but she's in the upright in this video. So again, it's this idea of stepping into the new, expecting a powerful change this month, and not just shelling up and hiding away because this is completely new to you. This is something that you don't have experience with. And so shooting yourself down about, can I really do this? I don't have the skills. I don't have the will to do it. And this is what's going to be testing your commitment to these goals, is stepping into that power, taking that action, and really putting in the work. And this doesn't have to be something that, you shouldn't have a certain expectation for the results. All that is being asked of you is really putting in the hard work through making the steps to progress. And as long as you're progressing, whether that's in big leaps or small leaps, you're still progressing. And so we have this retrograde energy going on for about 2 or 3 weeks, I think. So probably towards the end of the month or the end of the lunar cycle, you'll start to feel like you're gaining momentum, like you're able to kind of take more of those action steps to be able to move into this place of change. But trying not to worry, just remembering that you and your loved ones are going to be safe and you're going to make these progressions. So again, really, really just stepping into this new place and knowing that in order for you to learn and grow in this area, you have to first be the inexperienced person. So awesome. Okay. If you guys felt that resonated with you, that was just kind of a general collective reading. If you would like a more personal reading to see how this new moon will affect you personally, please feel free to private message me and set up a reading. And I think that is what I will leave you with. So enjoy your new lunar cycle. I will be back again for the full moon reading. Until then, feel free to also leave me any comments about how that resonates with you and how you think that might be appearing. And I'd also love to hear your goals or what sort of shifts you're trying to make in your life. So again, thank you so much. Have a great week.